Well, good evening again, boys and girls. Tonight's story, the Bible story of Daniel in the lion's den, that's one of my favorite all-time stories. And, you know, I've got friends that know who Jesus is, but they say that they'll wait until they're sick or they'll wait till they're in trouble, and then they'll pray to Jesus and ask for help. But, you know, I don't think that's a very good idea. Could you imagine falling into the den at the zoo where the lions live? What do you think would happen to someone if they didn't know how to pray? That's kind of a late time to start praying, isn't it? But Daniel had already been praying. He always prayed to God, and he talked with God every day. So when the king threw Daniel in the lion's den, Daniel knew exactly what to do. He just started praying, and I think that's where we see the power that Daniel had in his prayer, that God would answer him right away. And so I think it's important that we always pray. And for you, you should be practicing your prayer time. Pray at night before you go to bed. Remind your mom and dad to pray for dinner. And just get used to talking to Jesus all the time in prayers. Karla wants to emphasize it with our prayer, with our verse tonight, and also with a little science example for you.
Hi, boys and girls. Well, as Pastor was talking about, you know, and part of our take-home point for tonight is to constantly be in prayer. And, you know, if we just do it at the last moment and we try to pray and, you know, just once in a while, what happens? Nothing really happens to this at all. I mean, it's pretty empty. And we really don't want that. We definitely want to have that relationship with God. So that's where we need to have that constant prayer with him in the morning, if you want to pray in the morning, during the day, at mealtime, in the evening, for maybe a sick friend, a sick grandparent, whatever it might be, but constantly be in prayer with Jesus. And you know, what happens when you are with Jesus? You connect. And God is always going to be there to help you when you are constantly praying. And that's one of the ways that we can communicate with him is by prayer. And that's what God wants us to do, is to continuously pray to him. All the time. So, well, one of the things that we also want to talk about too is our take-home point for tonight. And that is going to be from Romans 12:12. And that take-home point is rejoice in hope. Be patient in tribulation, which right now there's a lot of tribulation out there. And be constant in prayer. And that's one of the things that we really need to do, is to definitely be that. So again, rejoice in hope. Be patient in tribulation. Be constant in prayer. And that is from Romans 12, verse 12. Have a great night.
Night.